Here we go. Here we go. Now there's sound. Good evening, guys. How are you doing today? Happy Tuesday. So today is the end of the month. How was your April? How did you do last month in your business and your life? Hello, Austin. Hello. So today I really wanted to talk about why you shouldn't start a nonprofit organization. Yes, you heard me right. You should not start a nonprofit organization. If you don't know what does that entail? So, if you are not sure what do you have to do as a nonprofit, you should not start one. Let me tell you why. I see everyday situations with people who got in trouble just because they started a nonprofit organization. Now, how do they get in trouble? Simply because they actually did not have the knowledge, they did not get the education before they start their nonprofits. I see people every day, they owe tens of thousands of dollars to the government, to the IRS, to the state, just because they were not aware of what they have to do if they start a nonprofit organization. So why should you get in yourself in that much trouble? Now, I know sometimes the solution people come to people mind is to stop, to close, to disclose, or to dissolve, to dissolve the nonprofits. But is that a solution? Mm-mm. Because everything you are um, entitled to, you have to actually um, fulfill. It's going to fail to follow you as a person, as a board member. So you really have to know what does it entail before you start, and then maybe your decision would be like, no, I don't want to start this, because most of you guys, including me, like everyone, like what do we think when we want to start a nonprofit? We want to actually serve a cause. We want to create an impact somewhere or another. We don't think about the compliance, the paperwork, the tax complication, everything else, the governance of the nonprofit. We don't think about all of these things. So that's why we got in trouble. So we don't think about these. We think, okay, like I just want to create an impact. I'm going to get everything pro bono. I'm going to get everything for free. And then I'm going to grow the nonprofit. I'm going to create that huge impact in the world. But when the reality comes, you are not able to create any of that impact. You are unable to actually maintain the thing that you have to maintain in your nonprofits. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories and this is not unique for someone. It's actually very common, and I've seen it always more and more over time, like many times in this few years I've been with nonprofits. One organization, they were doing the work, they're doing great in their work, and they're making an impact on the cause they had, and they are serving. All of a sudden, they started receiving all these letters from the IRS and from their states, letters of penalties, letter of, okay, your status has been revoked. That was actually disturb their work, disturb their leadership. Now they cannot collect donations because who's going to give them if they're not going to get benefits, especially if it's a significant amount of money. And also that can communicate something you don't want to communicate to potential donors, that you're not reliable. I know this is not the case for you, but this is the communication that you're going to communicate to the public. So, and then after they get all these letters, and then they had to reinstate their nonprofit, and then eventually they had to then um, they were approved and everything was fine. Then after that, they started receiving letters for penalties, huge penalties for the how many years they have been in compliance. They did not file, because if you did not file your your taxes for your nonprofit, and yes, you do have to file taxes for your nonprofit, and that is every year on May 15th. That's the deadline for a nonprofit. If you do not file, then you're going to face a penalty. You're going to face a non-filing penalty, and that is $20 per day if your nonprofit is small. If your nonprofit makes a million or more, then the penalty become 105 a day. That's a lot of money. That can add up very quickly. And then the interest keep accruing every day you do not pay. So that's why I'm telling you, it can get you in so much trouble if you are not ready to take this responsibility. So don't just get excited and start to register your nonprofit. And this is the reason why I wrote my book. It was published earlier this year. It was How to Start, Manage, and Prosper with a Nonprofit. It asks you a series of questions. Part of it, of course, like there's a lot of information, but there's a section where you actually have to answer questions, and that's going to help you decide whether a nonprofit is what you want to do or not. Or maybe you want to delay that for a different time, or maybe you want to do some work before you start your nonprofit. So, or maybe you don't want to do this alone. You want to have someone to take care of it and you just like support it. Who knows? So that's why I did write the book, and you can get my book on Amazon. You can search by my name, or you can actually search by the book name, How to Start, Manage, and Prosper with a Nonprofit, or by my name, Noor Al Masri, as written on the screen. So you can definitely get this information. Now, I have another story for you. And this is, believe me, this is not one organization. I have this case many times. I have it with so many clients, and also people who did not become clients. And this is really common problem. And then there's another organization. What happened to them? They were filing their taxes, but the one thing they were not doing, they were not filing their payroll taxes. And now what? Payroll taxes is something significant. You have to file as if you were a business. So it's not something that you can ignore, because technically this is you as an employer withholding the people money and then paying those money on their behalf to their states and to the federal government. And when you do that, this is going to reflect on their W-2s. You have to do that. If you do not pay out this money, you're going to be in a big trouble. Now, everything can be fixed, but it will cost so much money to be fixed. So you want to make sure you don't get into that trouble. So there's a lot of issues you can get yourself into if you do not actually think well and educate yourself before you start your nonprofit. And for that, actually, I'm going to do a free masterclass on May. Let me see. I have the banner here, so I'm going to share it. A free masterclass for nonprofits. This is the link. It's going to be, and if you're on Instagram, you can go to the bio and the link on the bio for the free masterclass. So I have 2 upcoming free masterclass, one for business, one for nonprofits. The business one and the nonprofit one will be on May, and you can register when you click on the link. You go to the bio, and if you are on Instagram, and if you are in any other platform, just go to the link on the screen. HTTPS, then you do the slashes, bit.ly slash nonprofit impact. So if you get to that link, there would be a masterclass like I'll be teaching about nonprofit, what to expect, what do you have to do in order to actually be successful in the nonprofits. So make sure you attend that. Make sure you get my book, How to Start, Manage, and Prosper with a Nonprofit. This is a very significant thing to be able to actually know if this is for you. So before you find yourself in tens of thousands of dollars and debts, and now you are personally liable and you cannot make the impact you wanted to do. So don't try to save some money now and then, because you're going to pay a lot of money later. Now, I want to remind you again, the deadline for taxes for nonprofits, it will be May 15 if your nonprofit is in a calendar year. If your nonprofit in a fiscal year, then it's going to be the 15th of the 5th month after the year ends. So make sure you file, make sure you e-file, make sure you hire a professional. If you need help, I'm still taking clients to do their nonprofits tax returns, because like I said, there is $20 penalty if you're, or a daily penalty, $20 daily penalty if your nonprofit is small, and 105 daily penalty if you make $1 million or more for your nonprofit. So make sure you file, book a call with me today in order to book your call to start the process of your nonprofit return. You can book a call with me at nourisbooks.com/contact. Again, for Instagram, the link on the bio, the link on the screen for you guys who are watching this on other platforms. All right. If you are on YouTube, subscribe so you can get a notification when I am live. If you are in any other platform, make sure you follow, like, and so you can get notification when I am live. All right. With that, I'm going to let you go for today. But yeah, before I go, did you watch today's episode of Echoes of Impact? Go ahead and watch it at Echoes of Impact and Now Media TV so you can watch it and let me know what you think. All right, have a great day. Don't forget to book a call with me, and don't forget to sign up to the free masterclasses I have coming up next month, which is tomorrow, next month. Well, not tomorrow. The masterclass is not tomorrow, but they're coming up fast. So make sure you register. I'll see you later. Bye.